This is Justin AMZN on Monday, October 28th, 2019. I'm really looking at the 5-minute, going back to yesterday, but really all you need to know is about from here on, because, I mean, even a little bit past that. All right, let's get rid of that first candle. All right, that works. I got a little bit of the moving averages in here, but look at this. We just came back into 1747 again. We've retested it once. I mean, once we got above it, we kind of retested it once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, something like that. We're just holding 1747. I mean, not to the penny, but it's been a nice area for us to bounce off of. And so, man, even this was a really interesting accumulation here that turned into a public participation kind of move. What's really nice about this open is you got some bears coming in. You have a candle with some upper wick, lower wick that actually breaks down bearish, recovers, more bears hop on, and then bounce it. And if you look at this on a smaller time frame, we can look at a 3-minute. This is essentially a double bottom, and it's just straddling 1747. And so if you're looking for this to continue bullish, which, well, why not at this point, right? You know, we had this as a resistance. We broke through that, retested, just grinded higher today. We jump into the 1800 calls. You can really see that this plays out nicely. Double bottom, you know, bearish, bullish candles, sideways here, and then breaking out here. You could have been getting in 4 by 3 and really, you know, had your stop outside of this whole thing. I mean, the low here is 3, you know, but if let's look at the 3-minute here. What does this do? Did that cooperate? Yeah, that looks like a double bottom. And here's your neckline, and here's your retracement, your retest of the neckline. Get in at 4, stop down at 3. That's a really conservative stop. Entry at 4, stop at 350 would have been a little more aggressive. I don't know that I would have gone as tight as 375, but 4 by 350, yeah, that works. And it doubles from 4 up to 8 pretty quickly here. I mean, you could have been taking off some at 6 and then taking off more up at 8 and then more at 10. It just didn't get up to 10. And then look at how this just bounced off of the same level here. Kept coming back down to 650, 650, 650, 650. Okay, we came down to 6. 650, 650, 650. All of this. You could have just been buying off of 650 all day and riding it up to 750, even 8 on a number of occasions. Just because all we did was grind up. And when we just grind up slowly, options, they just pretty much go flat. Flat bottom or flat top, either one, you can play it. This was a flat bottom where you had some lower highs. Sorry, let me zoom back in. Basically a flat bottom and lower highs. And so you play it that way. You just keep buying the same level till it doesn't work. Maybe you got stopped out here if you were a little too tight in your stop. Or if you got wicked out by 6, which, you know, everyone's been stopped out on this. So, all right, back into here. Let's just look on, let's dive into the 3-minute. I'll have to move it again. Okay. Yeah, that looks like a double bottom. And that looks like a retest of a neckline. So good. That is some of the best technical analysis when you see these patterns just show up and they work and you can place trades off of them. Let's go off of the 1-minute, see what's going on there. All right, what's happening in the 1-minute? Okay, that works. Like here's what you got going on for the day. Okay, it's right here. No, let's see. Okay, you're right here. Double bottom. This looks like a stair step. Looks like it should break out, which would complete the double bottom. You know, if you're not getting in here, which it's going to hit some resistance right here or right up here. So wait, you know, or just get in and have a stop far enough away to take some of the heat. Breaks out, retest. Okay, you're in. There's your neckline. There's your neckline retest. You're in right here. Stop down here. And it continues. Oh, look, one more candle retest. That's nice. Now that's on the 1-minute. So you got to be pretty quick with your setup. You got to be pretty quick with your trade. But watch this go. There it goes. Runs on up. where did we even get to? 1770 on that, yeah, almost 1770 on that big push. That would have been great to catch that move, right? I mean, that's the trade to catch. So back onto the 3 minute. How would this have looked on a 3 minute? Very similar. You've got double bottom here. Oh, look, it's making another kind of bottom, comes back into that same support. You could really just be buying it off of the same support here. This thing's only been moving bullish. So buy it the same support, and then it, this wick gets bought back up, doesn't even come back down to that level. And this is really nice. These 3 candles are really nice because you've basically bookended some bearish candles. Some really, you got some nice buying here and selling. Some nice selling here, but buying again. But you've really just bookended with moving up, pulling back, moving up. So this is a rest over battle, rising 3, something like that. Falling 3. Where did the pattern? I think it's falling 3 because I think it's the 3 in the middle. So this is a pattern saying, showing you this should continue higher. Now it's nicer when the 3 bearish candles in the middle are not as large, don't have as large of wicks here. It'd be nice if they were smaller candles like this kind or this kind or this kind, something like that, but just something smaller. And it's nice when the bookends are about the same level, and then you just take the breakout. Well, in this case, you get a wick here, but again, that's your neckline of a double bottom. So anyway, it just worked. You could have been getting in down here and getting out right here. That would have worked too. And just like we showed, right here, you would have been getting in down around 3 and getting out right around 4. I mean, that's just a quick scalp, and I'm sure someone was doing that. I don't know who. It wasn't me. But anyway, yeah. On the 3 minute, you have a nice break. Nice little S-curve, consolidation here, breaks out, retest. Does it push any higher? Just kind of grinds. Okay, pulls back a little bit, may have hit your stop depending on what you were doing with a stop over here. But then we just, we've got another buying candle here. This was the one at 10:24. Oh, I'm still in the 3 minute. Let's go back to the 5 minute. See what you could be doing. Could have been buying any of these lows off the 21, this one, this one. So if you bought this one right here, maybe you're in on the very next candle. So right at 12 o'clock. And you get the squeeze that's helping just push it higher. But let's see, right at 12 o'clock, it was this one. Yeah. So any of these candles after, I mean, we're just going sideways. So you're buying 650, scalp it out. When you realize, okay, at this point, at noon, all we're doing is just kind of grinding. We're making just a slightly higher high, just a slightly higher low. Actually took out the low here, but held the body low, or the body open, as we haven't closed below that. So just grind it up. That's all I was doing today. Really small day. Well, not small day. Sorry. All of this was small. This was actually, pretty decent move here. And I think we need to be careful. We've got 4 bullish candles in a row. Obviously, we've got this big one, this move up. We're back above this line. Would not be surprised if we had a gap up and a fade, comes right back down into this line. That would put a close right around 1765. We got above that here with the bullish retest. We closed above, came back the next day, small candle. But we've had a lot of small candles through all this. We have some bigger ones, but we've had 2 larger candles here in a row. It's okay for this to rest a little bit and then keep going. And it would really look like a nice, lower highs essentially if it just rested a little bit. So we'll see if it does that or if it just continues to break out. I mean, if we break above, basically, if we break above this line, so getting up above 1782, 1783, if we get above that range, it could be breaking out of this this downtrend, but we really want to see a close up above these opens and these highs. And so that would really be pushing up to 1800. If you can do that, you're going to squeeze even more bears and it should just keep running. But could take a little bit of time before it does that. I've been wrong before, and it could just rip higher. So guess we will just have to wait and see. Hope this helps in the 5 minute and the 3 minute, and not really much of anything to do looking at the puts. So we'll skip that today. Hope you enjoyed this video. This is Justin AMZN. Thanks.